The tramway is currently taking a sabbatical, but it's business as usual as we continue our look at the small world of die-cast Land Rovers. In support of the videos, we also have a website which is packed with useful information, and also why not join our brand new Facebook group where we discuss all things to do with the small world of die-cast Land Rovers.
Welcome to part 2 of our look at the Oxford Diecast 176 scale Land Rover Defender 110s, and we're going to pick up where we left off with catalogue number 76 DEF 010 Land Rover Defender Station Wagon RAF Northolt. And there we are. Usual bane of model shops, sticky labels, if they've been on any time. We do have some solution. I think it's called Gum Away or something like that. There is a proprietary stuff, few people make it, where you can just rub it and it melts it away and doesn't affect the plastic. So if you've got some with a lot of stickers on, there is something out there to help you. Right, let's have a look at this one. Right, obviously an airfield vehicle, very high visibility, so aircraft can see it moving, manoeuvring about. Standard station wagon, little amber light on the top, which is quite good. Not a lot of changes other than its striking paintwork, which has been rather neatly applied, I must say. Nice general Defender 110, really good. Must be difficult to get the paintwork on these really reliable. Cool. The wheels are a slight offset sort of cream, which makes them stand out against the white part of the checkered livery, but yeah, rather nice, that one. An unusual vehicle. So on with the next. Another working vehicle, this one, and it is 76 DEF 011 Land Rover Defender Station Wagon London Fire Brigade. So an unusual livery, this one, for the London Fire Brigade. Red, as you usually find on Fire Brigade vehicles, but with a yellowy orange top. So nicely depicted print in there. Black wheels, this one, rather suits it. Pretty much the standard casting, they haven't varied this in any way really. Spare wheel to the rear, and yeah, working vehicle, so it gets my marks. Right, on with the next. Back to the army for the next one, and it is 76 DEF 012 Land Rover Defender Berlin scheme. Right, we've seen this scheme before on one or two of the series, and the lightweight Land Rovers, the short wheelbase ones. This is the Defender 110 version. Again, it's obviously a signals vehicle with all the antennae to the front. Spare wheel on the bonnet, which is usual military style. Rather nice. Another nice paint scheme on this. Really well applied, and sure to fit in nicely if you collect military vehicles, or if you're just a Land Rover lover. It'll be packed in your collection, I'm quite sure. Yeah, a nice tidy vehicle, that one. Next up we have a Royal Air Force vehicle, and its catalogue number is 76 DEF 013 Land Rover Defender Station Wagon RAF. Now this one's just a general runabout for the RAF. Right, with the modern day image, the roundel and the Royal Air Force. I seem to remember seeing one of these at one of the Armed Forces Day or something of that nature, and it was on the recruitment stand, so presumably these were deployed going round various shows and events to try and boost recruitment to the Royal Air Force. It would have had other duties, but just another run-of-the-mill station wagon. No great changes. Spare wheel to the rear on this one, of course. But yeah, nice vehicle. I'm sure we haven't had many RAF ones actually, so yeah, it makes a change in the RAF grey, blue grey I would say. But yeah, quite nice. Tyre pressures over the wheels, etc. I haven't seen that on one for a while. Cool. Right, we're going to the seaside this time, and it is 76 DEF 014. Land Rover Defender Station Wagon, Royal National Lifeboat Institution. Right, for those of you who don't live in the UK, the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, or RNLI, should I say, is a totally funded by donation rescue organisation which has fleets of lifeboats and teams of volunteers ready to put to sea in all weathers or to aid anybody in distress at the coast. They often work hand in hand with the Coast Guard, and this vehicle possibly would fit a similar role to the one we've just looked at for the Royal Air Force. It would be used to aid subscription drives, try and raise money to keep the whole organisation going, because they do have state-of-the-art equipment, but it comes at a price. So this is a really nice model tribute to them, and would see a lot of service. They often tow the little inshore lifeboats with these down to the shore. They keep them in safely stored away, and would often hitch them up and just tow them down to the waterline depending on the state of the tide, and hence they are a blue light organisation and entitled to run with the blue light where needed. So there we are, another nice different model. Yeah, good one. Right, another familiar livery. This one, its code number is 76 DEF 015. Land Rover Defender long wheelbase JCB. Now that is a printing error, because if you look at the code number, it is for the RAC vehicle, but the sleeves are all printed with JCB on, and I know I could have checked. Right, familiar livery. We've seen this one before. They've abandoned the blue livery. There's a hint of it in the stripe down the side. Abandoned the blue livery in favour of white. And another vehicle that just drawn from the general casting, hardtop and beacons to the rear. Nice printing. A lot of these organisations went on to white vehicles because they're not painted, the liveries aren't painted on like they used to be in the old days. They're all vinyl wrapped, and they found that once cleaned up and the vinyls removed, it was a lot easier to sell on the vehicles, because the shading and fading of the paint and that didn't show up so much. So hence a lot of vehicles went on to white. Latterly the police have tended to go over to silver, but for similar reasons. But yeah, really nice one, and I'm sure it'll be in all RAC themed collectors cabinets for sure. Next one is a police vehicle, and it is code 76DEF016 Land Rover Defender long wheelbase station wagon, Hong Kong Police. So we've had a few vehicles of the Hong Kong Police. If I'm not mistaken, this one crops up in a 3-car set, but was released as a standalone model. Just a general station wagon with, interestingly, it's got the flashing lights to the rear there, but it's also got a beacon in the centre, but it's probably Hong Kong Police practice. But yeah, Hong Kong plates, nice vehicle this, and just a livery that's just that bit different to what we've seen before. So yeah, quite nice. Next up we have Defender 76DEF017 Land Rover Defender Forestry Commission. Right, this is quite a nice looking vehicle. Living here in Scarborough in North Yorkshire, we benefit from the coast, but just inland we have some of the biggest forestry areas in the UK. We have Cropton Forest, Dalby, Wycombe Forests, and you'd often see these trundling around, just making sure all's well, tending to the maintenance in the forest, and generally keeping everything safe for the public in there. Yeah, just a nice working runabout. The ones we would have seen would have had mud flaps, because some of the forest tracks are quite rough in there, especially after the rally cars have finished hurtling down them. But yeah, nice. It's a nice colour, is this green, and with the yellow high-vis stripe. Okay, on to the next. Right, so that is the end of the Defenders. I would imagine there will be some more to follow when production gets back up and running. These have cropped up in so many different forms. In the next video we're going to look at the Oxford Rail release, and these are the road rail versions of the Defender 110. I think these were all converted by a third party. I don't think Land Rover actually converted these for road rail use in real life. So there's a few of these to look at with some duplicated numbers, and which depict different features to the model. So they'll be coming up in the next episode, and until then, happy collecting.